What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crypto FUD. How's everybody doing today? Well, happy Saturday. All right. Happy Saturday, guys. Hope you guys had a great week. I feel like I just saw all you guys. BP, TJ, Larry, Nico, Sully, Shed, Muhammad, Fajerio. I feel like I literally just saw you guys. Pin that to the top. Need to make a change real quick. Hold on here. Okay. Cancel that. All right, we're good to go. I know Fajerio, it's been a while. Well, welcome. And what we're talking about is we just had a members only stream, so all right, guys. So welcome, guys. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody had a great week. I know I did. And the markets it looks like we're starting to rebound, right? Yesterday was the halving, which was a big nothing burger, kind of like what we were already anticipating. Really just wasn't much, as far as a normal 4-year cycle, the halving. Let's see here. So the halving is over, right? It is over as of now. The next halving will be 2028. Isn't that crazy? 2028 will be the next halving. So, but you know what? I'm honestly happy that we're past it all. Now I feel like we're going to see what the actual market can naturally do, right? What can we naturally do? We've been on such a nice run these last few months. I don't want you guys to get discouraged or anything like that. If you really zoom out on Bitcoin and the market, you can see we clearly have been just steadily moving up. I mean, this is back at the end of last year, right? And you can see for Bitcoin, we have just been steadily moving up, right? You see a little bit of a move where we've been retracing somewhat, but Bitcoin right now is sitting at $64,000. Remember, our all-time high just a few months ago was only 69,000, right? Hey, 69. So we're literally hovering right below our previous all-time highs, right? So I mean, everything still is looking great for Milady, particularly today. Another one of the bigger movers for today, sitting above right now 12% for the day. You guys can see. And, I just can't stress it enough why I was sitting here telling everybody while we were down and out. I'm like, listen, I understand it can get a little nerve-wracking, but, I mean, look at this. An 80% bounce from where the bottom is right here. 80% bounce. If you were able to eat that dip or catch the dip somewhat anywhere around this area on whatever you bought in on, you are 100% up right now. So things are looking good. We're starting to come on our way up. Hopefully, we can continue to have this momentum and move up. The next spot that we're going to be having as some solid resistance is going to be this spot right here for Milady, which is going to be around that 19.6 mark. That 19.6 is going to be a big spot. You can see we previously were bouncing off of it as support. Obviously, you guys know on our way back up, it's going to be some resistance. So hopefully, it won't give us too much trouble and we can bounce above it and find it as some support again. Obviously, right here, this 17.8 that we were talking about as we approached. Remember, I was talking about this when we were back here. I said this was going to be a spot for some resistance. It really was, but not too much. We had 1, 2 tests. Third test, we broke above it. Now, if we do retrace and we have somewhat of a retracement, I want to see us bounce on the 17.8, giving us confirmation that we do have some support and we're going to continue on our way up. So let me jump right into the chat real quick and just say what's up to everybody. So TJ, what's going on? I think I said hello to everybody, right? Pretty sure I did. Nico, Fajerio, Poppy, what's going on? BP said hit that like button and join the Discord and memberships. Yep, got 30 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like. And let's just jump in on everything else that we have going on. So, let me see here. Do I not have my crypto bubbles loaded? What the hell am I doing here? So, looking at the top 100 projects, you guys can see for the bubbles, you can see just like what we were just talking about, the market looks like it's trying to retrace here. The only little reds that I do see is Dog with Hats down 7%. And you have Hex that's down 7-8%. But Hex was up like 50% yesterday while the market was not doing good. Looking at the weekly, you can see we still do have some solid red. But from what it looked like yesterday to what it looks like today, we're starting to have green popping out on the weekly. This is obviously to be expected with such a big drop that we had, in this last week or two, that you can see a lot of projects are still technically down on the week. Let's see here. Celsius up. ICP's up 10% for the week. Hex, like I told you guys, had a massive run yesterday. Even though it's down today, it's still up 20%. Sui, Core, Airweave. So, you can see we're starting to get the greens. Beam is up 8%. Where's Gala at? Gala better step their game up. I don't see him on here. Probably right in my face, but Gala better step their game up. So the market cap for Milady, we're up another 8%. You can see the volume has dropped. We're down 30% on the volume, but we are obviously on an upward movement. You guys remember the past week we were hovering around $100 million. And look, now we're approaching $140 million as far as market cap. That's a 40% jump up. In the last few days, last few months. I'm sorry, the last few days, last week. And then you can see for the week, this is what the chart looks like. A solid but sure upward movement for Miladies. And we're up 25% for the week. So not bad whatsoever. Not bad whatsoever. I want to check out Bitcoin. Looks like for right now, let me see something here. 2 hours. Oh, you guys notice I didn't do the intro song today? So how about YouTube? YouTube hit me up last night and said, "Hey, listen, you owe money to this company." And I'm like, "What the hell are they talking about?" I'm like, "What are they talking about?" And I read into it, and they're like, "The AI company." So I used an AI company just to make that little intro song. How about they trademark my freaking song? They trademarked my freaking song, and now if I use it, I have to pay them. So I was like, you know what? I was going to shout them out, the company that I used, because they're technically a free company, right? So you think. I was going to shout them out, on if you guys are looking for any AI work, they do really well as far as artwork and for music. I was going to shout them out, but now I'm like, you know what? With that snake move, I'm not going to do it, bro. I'm not going to shout them out. Freaking now I have to send them some money from a video, from the video that we made yesterday. Remember where we did the song? I had to send them money. It wasn't much, but it was just like, bro, are you freaking kidding me? Or YouTube was going to take my video down. And I'm like, well, it was a 30-second song, right? And they basically were saying they had rights to my video. It's insane. I was like, this is insane. So I was like, you know what? Gave them their money, and I was like, I won't play the song ever again. So here's your few dollars. I'm not going to play the song again, and I'm not going to give you guys any promotion. So how about that? So real quick, what I wanted to point out is earlier, I didn't even point out because we weren't streaming yet, but Bitcoin was forming a beautiful bull flag, right? You can see the pull and the downward move in this channel, right? Usually indicating some kind of a bull flag, and look what's going on right now. It just broke out of that bull flag. You guys already know what we always talk about bull flags, and this is probably something we'll cover on our members only stream next week on how to be a better trader. Today we did DeFi, nothing too crazy, but next week we'll probably dive in on how to find bull flags and stuff like that. Now with bull flags, they don't play out every single time, right? I always tell you guys, I say probably 50-60% of the time they'll usually play out towards the upside, and then you always have those kind of times where it doesn't matter if it's a beautiful bull flag, something happens in the market, not particularly with the project, but something happens in the market, and it'll just fall out of that channel, right? But on a normal day like today, where there's nothing crazy going on in the news, the markets are kind of trying to pick back up from the losses that we took. You can see this bull flag played out, and it's playing out as we speak right now. Bitcoin's on a nice run at 64,669. Hey, so looks pretty good. I wanted to pull up. There was another project that we always look at. See here, there it is. Book of Meme. There was people putting comments on my videos. They're like, Book of Meme's going crazy, and I was like, it is. I wanted to go back and look. It doesn't look like it's going too crazy to wake me up, but it looks like it found some kind of bottom. And I mean, it looks all right. I mean, at least it bounced off the bottom, right? This 618 is going to be a big spot for some resistance on Book of Meme. But I think down the road, this project could probably do really well. Supposedly, it has a good team behind it, a lot of big investors and stuff like that. So, Fajirio said, "What are your thoughts on Omni?" I feel like we had a chart up. Did we not? Guess we didn't. Omni Network. So small market cap. It looks like, did this project just drop recently? I mean, obviously it looks like it, but you got to be careful. TradingView will make a project look like it just dropped, but it really just means that they just dropped on TradingView. The chart will start, but you can see this massive run up, and it looks like it's holding its gains for now. As far as the TA on the project, you guys know I normally wouldn't give any TA yet because this project is not old, so it really's got to find some it's got to find its own resistance and support levels and stuff like that. But you can see for right now, what I will say for this project is trend for right now, since it started, right? You can see it is slightly on a downward trend, but nothing to be worried about. It found some support right here at the $22.14 mark, somewhere around there. So that's a good spot for some support right now. I'm not too confident that it will bounce, if it comes down to there again, just because it's a week old, right? The project's like literally a week old, and it's only done one bounce and found some support right there. So for right now, I will say with the 20-day moving average right here, it looks like it's respecting it for right now, and it's gave confirmation that it's going to stay above that 20-day. If it breaks out of this trend line, you'll probably start seeing another run up for the project. So, I mean, looking at a week-old chart, the chart looks bullish. It really does look bullish. A lot of times, the reason why I'll say it looks bullish is because you'll see these big run-ups, and then you'll see a big run down, right? You're not really seeing that. You're seeing a run up, even though it did shoot up like crazy, right? But it's at least holding a lot of its gains right now, and it found some support. So as long as it stays above the $22, it's still going to hold it as bullish. As long as it really stays above this 20-day moving average that you can see. 20-day moving average is basically around that $25 mark. If it can stay above that $25 mark, I think you can be going on another run here. And obviously 7 days old, $200 million market cap, not too bad. Happy 420, guys. Didn't forget, we brought it up in the members only stream, but happy 420, guys. I was telling everybody I don't partake in those activities, and I know some of the people in Discord would be like, "What?" Yeah, I don't. Everybody in Discord's like, "Bro, I'm lighting it up right now," and they're sending pictures. They're like, "Bro, just left the dispensary." So I don't burn. I don't, but I will tell you guys, I probably burned more than each and every one of you guys out there. So just know who the real Puff Daddy is. All right. I used to I actually was involved in opening up dispensaries, believe it or not, in California years ago, and I've spent time, months, weeks in the triangle up there in Northern Cali. I've been up in the fields. I've don't really associate with them anymore, but knew all the growers and all that good stuff. And I'm talking about years and years ago, right? Before a lot of these places went recreational, legalized. It was medical over there, but I was involved with some buddies that opened up dispensaries and stuff like that. So I saw firsthand, you know what I'm saying? Like just all that stuff, So, and I used to burn, but I don't burn anymore. So, but shout out to everybody at 420. I know today was a big day, right? Today was a big day. Just when you were younger, it felt like such a bigger day, right? When you were with all your friends and stuff like that. Trying to catch up on the chat real quick. They said NFK's flying again. Let's see here. Let me be that. Whoa! NFK's flying again, guys. What's going on? NFK's flying again. We are flying. Look at that. So last night, this is obviously our native token for the channel. Last night, we were crazy up. We were almost at $1 million market cap, which we were knocking on $1 million again. We were crazy up, and then we saw someone sell off, which is no big deal. No big deal whatsoever because we ate up that dip. They gave up their position, gave it basically to other people in the community, which is perfectly fine. So you can see we're basically almost rebounded all the way up. And you can see that we have just been continuing this upward movement. We're making higher lows. And I wouldn't be surprised in the next week or two that $1 million market cap is going to be support for us, right? Because remember, we're running this thing up. We're going to keep running. $1 million right now is our support level. That's our goal. Next is going to be $10 million market cap as far as finding some support. So definitely running. If you guys are interested in jumping in on the project, Solana, jump in on Solana. It's on Radium and Jupiter Swap, so you guys can basically go on there. All you have to do is just download a Solana wallet, which is, I use Phantom. I'm a big fan of Phantom, but a lot of people use Soulflare, I think it is, to do their swaps on Solana. But check it out. All you have to do is go on the deck screener, and you come over here and copy the address right here, NFK, and then just drop it in. So I would hit copy right here, and then go into Radium. We were covering how to add liquidity on the members only stream, but you guys can see you just go into the swap, and then you're just gonna put in. You just copy and paste the address right here of what we just did. So, and that's how you jump in. But we're running right now, guys. Crazy. We're up 30% in the last 6 hours. So shout out to the whole No FUD Koala community out there. We're on our way to $1 billion, guys. We got plans. We got plans to get up there. Who's boosting the views? We got 260 viewers. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe as well. Come join. So let's see here. A couple of things I wanted to cover as far as the news. So you guys can see Rune's protocol launches on Bitcoin, send-in fees soaring as users rush to mint tokens. I know a lot of people were bringing this up a few weeks ago about Runes. So despite this being the most anticipated Bitcoin halving yet, at least according to Google search history, it was the launch of the high-profile Bitcoin builder Casey Rodamar's latest creation, Runes, that turned heads even among longtime blockchain developers who despise the digital token that can be minted on the platform. Let's see here. Rodamar is known for the release of ordinals, which if you know the Bitcoin maxis, they freaking hate ordinals. And the reason is because they were talking about congesting the network, right? The Bitcoin, believe it or not, everybody thinks of ecosystems like, Solana, Ethereum. Well, Bitcoin has its own ecosystem as well. And if the maxis were to have their way, it would be strictly Bitcoin transactions. Well, ordinals was dropped on Bitcoin's ecosystem, and it really is for NFTs, bringing NFTs and stuff like that, and a lot of other stuff onto the ecosystem. And their big gripe was that it was going to start congesting Bitcoin, and it actually has. Believe it or not, it actually has caused some congestion on Bitcoin and Bitcoin's ecosystem. So, you look back and you're like, what are you griping about? But now, after the fact, you can see that it has actually done exactly what they were saying. So a protocol that allows people to inscribe data as a smallest units of Bitcoin, Satoshis, to create highly valued assets on Bitcoin. Ordinals is largely created for inspiring and renewing developers' ecosystem on Bitcoin. So Runes is similar to Ordinals in that it allows people to ETCH, I don't even know how you pronounce that, and mint tokens on chain. The main difference is that Ordinals are non-fungible, right? While Runes will function more like meme coins, and that's another thing why they don't like it, which have recently taken crypto markets by storm. So you guys can check that out on CoinDesk, but definitely causing a lot of congestion on Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin maxis are not too particularly happy about that whatsoever. So let's see here, another article I wanted to cover. So this bull market, or is the bull market over before Bitcoin halving? So let's see here, in a video analyst posted on Friday, Check reviewed various on-chain metrics concerning a short-term Bitcoin holders who first acquired their coins less than 5 months prior. Firstly, Bitcoin's short-term holder NVRV ratio is now reapproaching the 1.0, meaning its unrealized profit and loss have reached a breaking even point. This level can serve as support after a bull market dip, but also major resistance during bear markets when most Bitcoin holders are underwater. So what they mean by this right here, this NVRV, it's at a 1.0. So basically what they're saying is the people that are at a loss versus the people that are actually in profit has literally come to an even, right? Where there's equal amount of people that are actually in red to green in Bitcoin. If you go back a few weeks ago when we were at all-time highs, majority of the market was actually in the green, right? But now that we've kind of dropped down for Bitcoin, it's actually evened out now. And what they're saying is that can be a big spot for some support, right? Because what you'll have is a lot of people now that are in the red might be trying to dollar cost average in and bringing themselves their average down. And then you have people that are technically in the green. They're not too much in the green. They might be doubling in, trying to build up their portfolio as well. So it could be a good thing when we're in a bull market. What they're saying is in a bear market, when we approach that level, it can be a big spot for some resistance as far as, a lot of people selling off or not buying in a bear market. So and they just pretty much give us a, on Glassnode, they're just pretty much giving us the charts on what I just pretty much explained on that particularly. So yeah, make sure you guys are hitting that like. Make sure you guys are hitting that like. We got, 260 people here and only 40 likes. What's going on here? Don't tell me those are all bots. Do not tell me those are all bots. Look where we bounced on Bitcoin. So we bounced right here at the 64.9. You guys, I told you guys this as we approach. This was going to be a big spot for some resistance for right now. But that bull flag played out beautifully. You can see, obviously, we had the pole, the fallen channel, which would be the bull flag. And then you can see we broke out of the bull flag. And we did come up to our spot right here as next spot for some resistance at 64.9. So the next thing that we're going to want to see for Bitcoin, and what's crazy is we're seeing a nice run on Bitcoin during the weekend. We haven't been seeing this necessarily during the weekends, right? Because since the ETFs have dropped, the volume has been predominantly during the weekdays, right? Because when the markets open up is usually when you're seeing a lot of the ETF trades and the inflows and outflows, dominating the volume for Bitcoin particularly. Today, being that it's Saturday, it's kind of crazy that we're starting to see a nice breakout, which leads me to believe that what we were talking about on a few streams ago, that the halving, as far as the sell the news event, might already been priced in before the halving even started, right? We had articles that we followed weeks ago in regards to a lot of the big ETFs like Grayscale were selling off weeks ago selling off, and they were anticipating, because they were basically, we were up in the 70s, right? They were taking profits before retail was going to start taking profits on that sell the news event. So we could see us easily start bouncing back and having a good week coming up. Like I was telling you guys, I'm actually happy that the halving has kind of gotten past us, and now we can kind of move into just this neutral zone where we don't have the halving in front of us. We don't have anything that's really big around us anymore. Now we can see if this market's going to naturally build up. I think the only other things that we really have that are going to be kind of here and there are going to be the FOMC meetings, the core inflations, stuff like that are going to come every 6 weeks. Those are going to be probably the days that we have volatility. But other than that, we really don't have anything. We got past the ETF. We just got past the halving, right? I think we're going to have some natural buildup in the market if we're going to be heading up, natural buildup now with not a lot of catalysts that are going to really be in our way, particularly other than, like I said, the FOMC meetings and, the core interest rates and stuff like that are going to be dropping. So looking to see if Bitcoin's going to break the, well, it already broke it, but I want to see if Bitcoin's going to actually find some support is really what I think. Fact said he added to the dip last night. Nice. And if you guys are new and you're interested in becoming a member, make sure you guys hit that join. We do have members only stream every weekend. And also we are going to be actually having another airdrop for our members only. And you're like, an airdrop? Well, we do have our own native token for the channel, NFK, on Solana, and we are going to be dropping airdrops for our project coming up next month, which is really going to be in the next few weeks. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. Looks like No FUD Koala is on a run right now. We're up 40% in the last 6 hours. So we haven't hit a month yet. We're approaching our first month for the project tonight. You know what, guys? We have been killing it, guys. So shout out to the whole dev team, the whole marketing team out there. You guys are the real MVPs. You really are. Mercy just said, I don't know what you're commenting on, but I'm cracking up. He's told somebody, just buy until you're out of money. Oh, yeah, Mercy. That was hilarious. Demon said, do you think we'll reach to 6 zeros? Hold on. Reach to, what are you talking about? 6 zeros into 3? Oh, for Milady. So he's asking, will we jump up to the 30 mark, which would be technically at this resistance right here. For Milady, if you look from where we're at right now to that spot, that's only about 57% away, dude. That's an easy day for Milady if and whenever we start running again, right? We saw, and we always pointed it out, there was a day on March 13th where we ran up 73, 75% in one day, right? So a 57% day, I think that could easily happen. So he's asking, in the next month, do I think we're going to be up to 30? I mean, it's hard to say right now, right? It's based off of a lot of things like the market, the whole market itself, Bitcoin. We need to get back up on that upward movement. Bitcoin really needs to start getting back up towards the previous all-time high, which is around 69,000. We start running back up to those numbers, and I will say, yes, I do think maybe if it's not in the next few weeks, month or two, we'll easily be breaking that 30 mark. And honestly, I do. If we get on that run, I would say easily that we'll break all-time highs, which you know is going to come, right? You know it's going to come. Post halving, normally we see all-time highs for Bitcoin. I know we already seen it, but I'm still thinking that we're going to see all-time highs for Bitcoin, and I think it's going to be highs like 100,000 plus Bitcoin that we're going to be seeing. And then I think really what a lot of people haven't been talking about is altcoin season. That's going to go in effect towards the end of this year. That's when I really do think that we're going to see some crazy, crazy movement on not just the whole market, but the altcoins particularly that, that have done really well. But I don't think it's been anything compared to when we get into altcoin season, what we're going to really see. So let's just jump through some of these projects real quick, and let's see how everything's moving. So Myro, where's Solo? Where's Solo? Because remember Solo, I didn't give out financial advice, but Solo asked, he said, bro, he wanted to know my picks during that dip, right? He was like, what are your top picks for that dip that we went through? Oh, he's right here. What, Solo, were you the one that bought in on Myro when we dropped down? I believe it was yourself, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was him, and he basically was asking, what are my top picks? And I told him, okay, it was. So I told him it was either going to be Myro, Arbitrum, or PRQ, which is PRQ's right here. We'll check that out in a minute. But I was like, honestly, the best project that I think out of those three that has the best potential for a better run would be Myro. And you can see Myro right now is up 20% for today, bro. So definitely happy. I'm hope you're still holding on to that. I still do predict that Myro is going to get to $1. So Kinnemir said Shiba's pumping. Let's check it out. I always forget which chart I have. There it is. Okay. I mean, she's moving. I wouldn't call it a pump. I wouldn't say, bro, it's a pump, but I would say she's moving. She's for sure moving. She's definitely running, for sure. She doesn't look like Myro, but she's running. But you have to remember, Myro's at a $200-300 million market cap. Shiba's at a freaking 17 billion dollar market cap. So it takes Shiba a lot more money to move versus like a Myro. Yeah, about 14 billion. So Fetch looking like she wants to go on a nice run. ICP back up above $15, looking good. XRP is at about 52 cents. I told you that 50 cents was going to be a spot, and you can see it consolidated for a while, but it looks like it's trying to break out. Arbitrum, not really breaking out, and this is what I was going to say is that Arbitrum, it hasn't really, obviously from this drop right here at the 89 cents, it bounced and recouped some of this losses, but it's really been consolidating around this $1.10, $1.15 mark. So AOI, found a little bit of a bounce right here at this support level that we had at around the 1.8 cents. I mean, it looks like it's trying to come back. This project will sit dormant until like something with AI pops up, right? When AI pops up all over the news and stuff like that, you'll see this project jump up. Solana, 146. I would think that Solana would be on a bigger run right now, but it's not really too crazy. I guess it did get beat down to $1.15, $1.16. So. And it is finding support at this level right here at the $1.40. You can see it's finally finding that support. So What's going on, Scott? Me X Prodigy, what's going on, bro? My bad. I just saw your comment that you said you got to go to work. I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh, you guys remember that project that I bought in during the members only stream? Look, it's freaking ran up even more. And you guys told me to sell. I'm just kidding. Lazy, what's going on, bro? I should have freaking just held on to it, but it is what it is. Hungry over there laughing. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you guys got to see, what I look for as far as buying in. What I look for as far as buying in on these projects on DeFi. You can see this wasn't a bad buy. It wasn't a bad buy for me to jump in, and obviously hold on to it. But I didn't really. We just bought in on the stream. I just wanted to show you guys like how to do it and what I look for and stuff like that. I didn't really want to be committed to the project or anything like that. So Scott Smith, thank you so much for the $10, bro. I appreciate that super chat. I said thanks for everything you do, bro. Thank you so much. Right back, bro. I thank each and every one of you guys for everything that you guys do, supporting the channel and just being here. Because you know what? I'm just like you guys. I honestly love talking crypto. And I know you guys like to talk and hear about crypto and stuff like that. So it's like a mutual respect that we all have here. And I do appreciate, and I'm telling you guys, honestly, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. I really do. So thank you so much, Scott, for that. I really appreciate that $10 and the support for the channel, bro. If you have any questions, let me know, bro. I think NFK is in the mix of a breakout. I really do. After last night and today, I really do think that NFK is on a freaking, like, we're going to wake up one day and that thing's going to be at like 10x. It's not going to take much. We're under $1 million market cap. So we get some big investors coming in, which we have so much stuff coming down the pipeline as far as getting on some exchanges and just all kinds of stuff. KYC, audits, you name it. Let's see what some of these other projects are doing. So Krob, you guys remember this thing was on a massive run. Looks like Krob is actually trying to go on another run here. It dropped down to this 34, which was pretty much, remember we pulled this up before it happened, obviously, because I mapped out, I said this is going to be a big spot for some support. It bounced a little bit below it, but you can see that's all it needed for it to kind of go back on another run. So this project's not bad. It just dropped. It's on DeFi for Chronos, but you can actually buy it as well directly on Crypto.com's app. So check that out. Crow, I feel like, has been kind of quiet lately. They had a massive breakout on the news that they were listed on a new exchange, but you can see since then they kind of they've come down again. So I wonder what's going on with Crow or with Call. Scott, bro, I appreciate it, bro. With the praying hands, bro, right back at you. Appreciate that, dude. I really do. Hungry said Ethereum's quiet since that lawsuit. Um, you know what? I mean, I don't really think the lawsuit's really, holding. It's not. That's not really what's holding Ethereum down. It's really just the markets. Ethereum runs so heavy with Bitcoin and stuff like that. So you can see. I mean, look at Bitcoin right now is up 1.4%. Look what Ethereum's up. It's at 1.4%. They literally go hand in hand with each other. So that lawsuit can be up and running. You know, Bitcoin runs up to 100 grand. Ethereum's going to probably be at like 5 or 6, maybe even more, $1,000. You know, they're going to be running kind of hand in hand with each other. So now, if something big happens where, after the lawsuit's over with and they, they stick it to Ethereum, something big happens, that could bring Ethereum down temporarily, but for the most part, Ethereum is so big and it just runs with Bitcoin. It just runs exactly with Bitcoin. So I don't think that the lawsuit particularly is holding it down right now. I just think that it's mostly just the market itself that's brought Ethereum down. It really, you haven't really seen big movements. Franz said, keep up the good work, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Facts in short said, like if you hold NFK. I will like that because I do hold NFK. Lazy said, yo, Fudd, why are you mad low in my earbuds? I don't know. Let me see. Let me check my audio here. Let me see. Mic check. Mic check. It looks like I'm up. Mic check. Mic check. My audio looks like it's working. Mario said, can you please check out Kento? Let's check it out. Mic check. And thank you, Mario, for telling me what ecosystem it's on, bro. I appreciate that. All right, so liquidity not bad at around 200,000. Market cap is right under $1 million. So the project looks legit. You can see it did drop down. Let me see. Let's put this bottom right here. Yeah, you can see. Actually, no, we'll move the bottom where it needs to be. So you can see it found some support right at the bottom of the fib. It didn't actually tap that low, but it found that support right here at the bottom of the fib. And it's been on another run. So that typical chart, right? When DeFi drops, when a project drops, it runs to the moon. A lot of people will take their profits, consolidated, went on another run, bounced, hit its head at the 0.5, and you can see since then it had that slow bleed towards the downside, and now it looks like it's wanting to go back up. So, I mean, like I said, project doesn't look bad. Breaking this 618 would be a big thing. 618 was going to be at the 22 mark, so if this can break that 618, I do think that you guys are going to probably run up. 618 is going to be a big spot for some resistance, and also, believe it or not, that 0.5, just because you couldn't break it before, is going to be a big spot for some resistance. So what you want to see is this break above the 618, find some support, and retest this 0.5. If it breaks that 0.5, that's when you're going to be on to the races, and this thing's probably going to be taken off. So, but definitely looks legit. It's up 25% for the day. So Scott said I sound great on my end, on his end, so I appreciate that. It might be the earbuds, bro. You might need to turn them up. I don't know. Nico said there's probably too many fudders in his earbuds. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Just kidding. BP said sounds good to me. Must be the earbuds. Mine are loud and clear. All right. Friend said, is 10 billion good bag to actually get rich with Milady? So, I mean, if you really think about it, 10 billion right now of Milady particularly would be roughly 10 billion would be roughly about $1,800 right now. So, what we're predicting is around a $2 to $10 billion market cap. So if we ran up to about 10 billion right now, or whenever we run to 10 billion, you're looking at about a 50 to 60x, right? So let's say you have 10 billion, which is about $1,800 worth right now. We run up 50x. You can see right there, 50 times your 1,800 would be roughly about $95,000. So is that enough for you to be rich and quit your job? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. But I mean, that'd be a beautiful bag right there. Almost $100,000. And Milady, that would be a solid bag for sure. But just like Scott said, I think 10 billion is great and it's a solid foundation. And that's why I always tell you guys, one thing that I learned coming out of coming from a bear into a bull market, this was back in 2020 and 2021, was I was accumulating a lot in 2020, early 2021, right? Accumulated a lot of particular projects, did really well. But the one thing I always look back and said, and I said this was going to happen during this last bear market when we were accumulating Milady and all these other projects, I said, watch and mark my words, all of us, even myself, when we're in the thick of a bull run, you're going to look back and say, I should have bought more, right? I should have bought more. It's always the number one thing. So that's why I always say, when you're blessed with these drops, and you're getting these retracements on these projects, any project that you believe in, if you're able to, take advantage of it, take your emotions aside, and just eat the dips, dollar cost average in, slowly but surely. And I think down the road, if you have patience, it'll all pay off, is what it's done for me really well. So everybody says that sound good. Nice. Mario said, how do you withdraw profits from MetaMask? So I'm not really too familiar with MetaMask, but it's just basically a DeFi wallet. So what I would say is you would need to use an on or off ramp. What do I mean by that? Coinbase, crypto.com, Binance. Those are going to be your on and off ramps. So what you're going to need to do, Mario, is what central exchange are you using? Let's say you're using Coinbase. You're going to need to copy your Coinbase wallet and send from your MetaMask whatever project you have over to Coinbase. But make sure that Coinbase will allow you to trade that project. Some projects aren't traded on Coinbase. Some are traded on, Binance or whatever the case is. So you're going to need to send over to one of those central exchanges, and that's where you're going to basically be able to convert over to USDC or US dollar, and then from there move it over to your bank account. That's how I do it on my DeFi. Fax said NFK just keeps going up. I mean, it does, bro. Slowly but surely we're moving up. Next goal is to break that all-time high, which we technically, if you look where we're at right now, to our all-time high, we're only 31% away from our all-time high, so we're not far at all. We just ran up 37% in the last 6 hours. So, I mean, we could easily break all-time highs today. Koktoshi, love the name, bro. Love seeing you in the green, too, bro. It really fits you. It really fits you, bro. That's crazy. We had like 200 plus people here earlier. That was nuts. Watch, YouTube's gonna send me a message and be like, "Oh, we're notifying you that we're getting some bot activity on your channel." I'm like, bro, they always do that. They'll send me a message and be like, "We're thinking that bots are on your channel." I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm running some bot army or something, right? So you guys can see that resistance so far right here at the 64.9 is playing out. The resistance right now for 64.9 is real, guys. So we'll see how this plays out. As far as we want to see this keep retesting. The 64.9 isn't anything new. This has been a spot. If we go back, let me see here. You can see it's been a spot that was holding as support multiple times. Even if we bounce a little bit below, it was around that 64.9 was a big spot for some support. Breaking that 64.9 on our way back up is not going to be just one little, we see a pump, we just break right through. It's going to probably take a few times where we're going to have to keep basically banging it until we can break through and find it as some support. So, but I mean, the markets, like I said, surprising that today's Saturday that we're having a nice run. Normally it's during the weekdays, so definitely everything right now is looking good. Looking at the daily, you can see just a sea of green in the market. So definitely looking good. And guys, if you guys haven't already, if you're active on Discord, make sure you guys hit the link on the top of the chat. That's our Discord. We're almost at 200 people in the Discord. And I mean, we talk crypto all freaking day and all night. We have people from all across the world. So while you think people are sleeping, it's daytime over there. And they're talking crypto all day. I'm telling you guys, all day. I have to literally, sometimes I have to like put my phone on silent, unfortunately, just because I'm like, bro, I got to sleep. I have to sleep. Doing good. Looking to see if there's anything else that we have not covered. Let's see here. Look at this. IRS releases draft for 2025 digital assets reporting form for the U.S. taxpayers. Look at that. They want our money, guys. The government's so against crypto, but they're like, we hate crypto, but if you are making money on crypto, we definitely want to take 20 to 30% of your earnings. So, we're going to attack crypto, right? On one end, but on the other end, if you are making any money, please, we need a piece of that pie as well. So we'll make it easy for you. We'll give you a little digital form where you guys can report all the money that you're making on crypto, so you can make sure to break us off a piece, right? So we can pay for our lawyers on the other end that are attacking crypto. And we can fund all the other crap that we're, anything else. Because we don't pay enough in taxes, right, guys? Am I going off in the tax rant? What's going on, Texan? Mohammed said there's no stop in NFK. Not at all. Not at all. So Grayscale reveals let's see here, a 0.15 fees for Bitcoin's mini trust ETF. Bitcoin's ETF provider Grayscale has provided some details of its spin-off fund, the Bitcoin Mini Trust, including a more comprehensive 0.15 fee than the uplisting mothership, the GBTC product, according to the pro forma financials of its latest filings. The filing also provides an example of the amount of Bitcoin Grayscale will contribute to its mini fund. So 63,204 Bitcoin, or 10% of the existing assets of the GBTC, as per the filing. Shares of the Bitcoin's trust are to be issued and distributed automatically to holders. All right. It sounds like a big nothing burger, but Arbs Doge AI is one meme that I believe that will make millionaires. Also, is in this bull run. Nice. Thank you, Muhammad, for bringing that up. So Muhammad was saying, so we are going to be having an airdrop for our native token NFK. All you have to do to be eligible to receive that airdrop, we had one a few weeks back last month, and we basically airdropped everybody about $15 of NFK. So all you have to do to be eligible for the airdrop is make sure that you are joined. You have to join to be a membership. It's $5 to join, and then also you have to have a Solana wallet. If you don't know how to do the Solana wallet, become a member, and then on our members only stream that we have, I can walk you through as far as downloading a Phantom or Soulflare wallet, so you can be ready to receive that airdrop. Or you can also join the Discord, become a member, join the Discord as well, and we have everybody else in there that'll help you walk you through downloading a Solana wallet. It literally takes 30 seconds. It takes literally 30 seconds to download a wallet. So, Lazy, I got you, bro. I got you. Remember, you asked like a week later about the airdrop, and Solana was having network issues. So I got you. Just if you can, bro, remind me. If you can, hit me back up in the Discord, and I'll take care of that today. I still got you on that airdrop. I got you 100%, bro. Yeah, Lazy hit me up like 2 weeks ago, and I would literally, I'm like, bro, it just kept giving me network error. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, dude. And then like the next day, Solana's network, it was all over all the wallets. It was like congestion, like nothing was going through as far as transactions. So I got you, bro. Michael said, hey, I missed the members. I had a blown out tire. That sucks, bro. I hope you were able to fix that. It's all good. You can always go back and rewatch it. That's another thing too, is if you're a member, you can go back and watch all the streams. We covered how to be a better trader as far as fib retracements, how I do leverage trading, right? Where I use leverage trading. That's going to be on your Solana wallet as well, right? Also finding those moving averages, support, resistance levels, all that good stuff on how I use all that stuff I use as far as my trades. We have been covering it on our members only stream. So if you become a member, you can actually get access to all the streams that we already had a few weeks ago. You can go and rewatch them, and it'll give you tutorials on all that good stuff as far as, what I use on my everyday basis as far as trading and stuff like that. So $5 to join. Make sure you guys join. Friends, all you have so you have to hit the join button. But if you're on your mobile, I don't know, for whatever reason, whenever you're on your mobile, it's like it's a pain in the butt. So if you can, I don't know if you need to exit out of the stream, but it should be next to the subscribe button. It'll say join, or you can get on a computer, a tablet, and it will pop up right there on there as far as hitting the join button. So let's go over a recap of what we got going on, because I know you guys want to get back to your 420 festivities, right? You guys make sure you roll one up for me. You guys already know I don't do that stuff, but I don't judge. I was there once. So for Bitcoin particularly, big spot for some resistance, you guys already know. 64.9 is going to be that spot for some resistance. We need to just keep testing that level. If we keep testing that level, we're going to end up breaking it, and we need to find support above it. That's going to give us confirmation that we're going to continue on this run. So 64.9 is going to be the big spot that we want to find, us basically finding some support. We want to break it and find some support at 64.9. We're not looking bad at all whatsoever right now. We're at 64,666. Whoa, a lot of sixes right there, but we're looking good. For Milady particularly, you can see we did find our support, and we are on a nice breakout as of right now. Next spot for some big resistance, if we can continue this run, is going to be at that 19.6. That's going to be the next spot for some big resistance for Milady. So And let's see here for NFK. Our big spot for some resistance right now is going to be that 236. Right here at the 56, we're right under it. That's going to be a big spot. You can see even last night, we've been consolidating around that 236, and looks like that's what we're doing right now is consolidating. I'm telling you guys, we're only we're close to having some kind of a big breakout for NFK and us breaking these all-time highs. So things are looking good. We have solid volume at around 20,000 in volume for the day. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Hopefully tonight we'll see those see us break those all-time highs. So, but other than that, guys, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy your Saturday. Make sure you guys roll one up for the whole Crypto FUD squad. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that join, and make sure you guys come hit us up in the Discord as well. Lazy, make sure you contact me on Discord so I can hit you up on the that previous airdrop. Remember, we are going to have airdrops, or an airdrop coming up in the next few weeks, next month. So make sure you guys join and become a member. And as far as other than that, you just have to have a Solana wallet. So other than that, guys, I thank you guys so much. Honestly, guys, thank you. Have a safe day. If you're out there, rolling up, don't be driving and stuff like that. Make sure you guys are just chill. Have your snacks ready. Have that Netflix ready, right? And just chill out and enjoy yourselves and look at the charts and get some NFK, right? Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have another stream early, all right? Thank you.